Guys, thanks so much for being here. There were so many great shows that didn't make the cut. We have a few runner-ups, right? What is your runner-up?
I was gonna say Counterpart was really good. I haven't had time to dive into the new season that literally just premiered, but the first season I was super impressed by. I kept watching it. I kept being drawn into the characters. It to me is the show Westworld thinks it is, in that it's a puzzle box show where it's a mind twister, but it's emotional and the plot makes sense.
For me, in terms of just pure gut pleasure from watching a show, I would have to choose the second season of Trial and Error, the NBC sitcom that's a send-up of true crime series. And the first
that over American Vandal?
I would for this
American
season,
Vandal.
this year at least.
Yeah,
I think the second season of American Vandal kind of frustrated me.
It was good, but not quite as good as the first season.
The first season of Trial and Error, the sort of criminal, the guy on trial is John Lithgow, and the second season it's Kristen Chenoweth, who is so incredibly delightful and is playing a sort of berserkly over-the-top heiress who like lives in kind of a Sunset Boulevard world and is like carried around the town and like does not understand reality and like sings all the time. And it's the perfect role for Kristen Chenoweth, who has intense amounts of charisma and sings all the time. And it's so delightful and so weird. She has a vendetta against Angela Lansbury in it. And I just, every time I watched an episode, whenever she was on screen, I was having a great time.
My runner-up is going to be Big Mouth, season 2. It's a show that I constantly find myself watching going, what? How are they getting away with this? What am I watching right now? While at the same time laughing. I think one of the few shows that I laugh out loud at consistently and is just, it feels completely bonkers and crazy. I was watching it last night and it was a scene with, I think, a 11-year-old boy masturbating. And I was like, how is this possible that they're doing this? Yeah. Do you like Big Mouth?
I do.
Yeah.
I
didn't like that description of it.
Maybe because I'm a lady. The lady stuff appeals to me more, and I'm more shocked by like the sauna scene. It was like, because I do remember, the first time, you know, like, not to go into it, but like, yeah, women don't get to see real female bodies very often and not feel shamed about it. So that's a big teaching moment and a beautiful
And they
moment.
have such an ace in the hole with Maya Rudolph, who you hand her any word and she finds like 10 extra syllables within it. And it's perfect. And then to have her play the embodiment of sort of female hormones is delightful.
No, but you're right. You know, the boy stuff we've kind of seen in movies and in comedies for a long time, but we rarely have seen women get to talk about any of these issues growing up in puberty for women ever. And the show, almost more so than The Boys, gives a place for it.
Yeah, and when we are discussing body issues, it's usually with like a Dove campaign or there's some kind of subtext of
Beautiful
beauty.
too.
Buy our soap, and you'll feel better about yourself. And then it's like a whole catch-22 in your brain.
Like, it'll all be fixed as long as you just accept yourself.
As
and Big
being
Mouth feels like, no, there's like an insane like hormonal energy inside of you, and you're just gonna have to learn to live with it. Which is more honest, I guess, at least in my reality.
Jackson's got a hormone monster.
Mine too, Jackson.
At least in high school.
That does it for us. I want to thank my guests, Jackson and Meghan, again. Guys, give them a big round of applause. Let's hear it.